Let's see. Oh, we are live. All right, cool. Word. What's happening, everybody? Wait for some people to join in. We got a viewer on YouTube already. Sweet.
Been waiting on us.
Welcome back to another show, another episode of Red Hill Racing. Gosh, couldn't even get through this title. I just had like a down second. All right, I'm good now. Welcome back to Red Hill Racing Podcast. We are live tonight. We're gonna talk NHRA. I mean, it just happened. Dustin and Tamara were down there, so
I feel like I'm NHRA's media past few days. It's been rough.
So we'll be talking about that. But first and foremost, if you listen to this recording, definitely not safe for work. If you're listening now, earmuff the children, all the children. So shout
Larry
out to
McBride is on the Yuba Tuba. He said, "What's
up?" That's our dude. What's up, Larry? Sonny Vic. Hey, tonight we are actually going to give away a $100 credit to next weekend's SDBA. So if you're a SDBA racer, I hope one of y'all win it. All right, shout out to our sponsors: Worldwide Bearings, Platinum General Services, Monster Race Products, BST Wheels, MTC Engineering, Brock's Performance, Schnitz Racing, DME Racing, Hard Times Parts and Service, MPS Racing, Montgomery Motorsports, Max ECU and Steve Nichols, BMF Motorsports, and University of Wynn, which we have a school call directly following this live feed. Like we've said before, we do our University of Wynn school calls weekly. We discuss strategy, racing that's happened the weekend before, racing that's coming up, answer all kinds of questions. So
looks like I have a new nickname according to the Panda.
Dustin Spielberg. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, Brett said we're looking good, girls. Appreciate it.
I was just texting him.
Yeah,
Brett is the only person that's got to see my video that I just now made before you even. You just now seen it.
Oh man, that's I feel left out.
That's messed up, ain't it?
Also had to shout out Mr. Larry McBride and the Hulk. We appreciate their support. They're supporting us as well.
You're
Larry,
welcome, Paul.
I feel bad, brother. Quick. Larry, I am so upset. I tried to come see you sort of yesterday. I was down your way looking at a job, and I couldn't make it work, man. But I will be back. I'll come back down and see you. Paul, what's up, buddy? You got a package from Dustin. That's always good. Les, what's happening? How are you? Oh, if y'all have any questions or anything y'all want us to discuss tonight, feel free to drop them in the comments below.
Brett said he just now shared it to his MySpace because the first thing I told him was do not share this. So if anywhere it's safe, it's probably MySpace.
There's no way MySpace is still like an active thing.
It's there. Yeah. I go in there sometimes and look at old pictures of my dogs and stuff.
What?
Yeah, bro.
That's wild. Oh, Les is playing with his truck. Man, that's badass.
Larry said stop in anytime.
What you got that thing running with the Turbski now? It's got a turbo on it, right? How's that compared to the old setup? Oh yeah, Larry, trust me, I was just gonna drop in. It was we just didn't have time. Me and my cousin were down there looking at a communications job, and told him if we got down there early enough, we'd stop in, and if we got done early enough, we'd stop in, and neither of those happened.
I really wish that the VMP race, I wasn't somewhere else racing that weekend.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about NHRA. You went down there, had your media credential waiting. How was that?
Probably walked 5 miles, so my feet are just now recovering. I'm on a diet, so that was like perfect timing, I guess, to walk 5 miles. I don't know. That was the first time that I've ever had any kind of media credentials, thanks to the podcast and Ben. Me and Tamara went up there and checked out checked out the suite. And actually the first thing I did, I think, was I recorded Gage up there in that pre-race interview deal.
That was cool.
Media credentials are cool, but having awesome friends is cooler. And thanks to shout out to Gage and Vance and Hines, they got me right on the starting line where I needed to be to catch some stuff. And that was cool. I have next time I go, I'm wearing fucking heelys so I can roll through the pits quicker, or I'm bringing a pit bike undercover somehow, just to speed up the travel time. Like pro stop bikes was,
dude, if you're fucking rolling through the pits on some Heelys.
I figured you would laugh at first. It took you a minute, right? That was about a 080 light right there, but
that's about right for me. Shit.
yeah, like I need something to speed it up because the bikes are a quarter mile. And I mean, but add another, I don't know, 500 or 600 feet. Time I walk, and I'm not talking walk, I'm walking with like, passion. Like I'm getting somewhere, and it still takes forever. Yeah, I have like a, what is it? I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm walking with business. Like I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, you mean
and
business.
It's still, yeah, and I'm still like, it's like, fuck, it takes a minute, but they helped me out a lot getting that took care of. And the coolest thing, and I'm actually thankful, I'm a little humbled between what me and you have going on, because every pro stock motorcycle team that I walked up to, they said, come on in. There wasn't any problems, that somehow everybody knew who I was, even Ron Torno, which I've never met in my life, but knew exactly who I was, and got to go by and hang out with some, pretty much most of them. There's a couple I missed, and they was just always busy, and I'm not that guy just to bust up in there and interrupt more important things for just jacking some jaws,
I think that was an unintentional play on words right there. Yeah, I mean, like since Dustin and I are racers, unlike
we know people, the situations that you don't want to be interrupted in,
we just try and read the room,
Yeah.
So,
Chase was one of them. Like I told him I wanted to come by. His bike wouldn't start in the burnout box at that qualifier on Saturday. I went by there. They had the body work off, heads down. Was no way I was stopping. I just kept on walking. I knew better. I wasn't going to bother that. And I talked to Chase several times, and I talked to his dad before that. Just a lot of good talk with all them, and a few things that I learned. Displacement on these pro stock motorcycles. The V twins, each cylinder is a Hayabusa. Like each cylinder is 1,300 cc's. Each cylinder. So that's 2,600 cc's. Yes. Steve Nichols give me this information. Just me and him BSing. Shout out to Steve. I've got cookies here from the Cookie Man. Still on my diet, and I still haven't touched them. But I'm going to probably have to eat half of one and split it with somebody, maybe my wife or something. They're here. I got them keeping fresh. Worst case, Ben's going to get it, or my kid's going to eat it. One or the other.
I like cookies, that's for sure.
Shout out to him. So I learned that. One big thing I learned about all of it was when you go to crappy air, and one motor is roughly 1,800 cc's and the other one is 2,600. The bad air doesn't affect them big mountain motors as bad as it does in little ones. It's doing all they can do already, So we've seen a big difference in ETs. Like there was definitely a swing between the fuel change for the Suzukis and the bad air, letting the big motors, still perform a little bit better. The weather didn't mess with them as much. It showed. I mean, I think Gage's best pass was an 81, and Matt went a 75 on Saturday. So that's the tables have turned, right? That's kind of like what we seen there. It was the total opposite. It went from Gage having 7 on the field to Matt having 7 on the field. Now,
yeah, I mean, that was a drastic change coming into the weekend from, Gage pretty much having everybody covered. I mean, shit, he didn't even, he qualified 4th?
Yeah. Shout out to Richard. Richard was number 2 qualifier. Richard made probably the cleanest, most consistent passes all the way to the semi. His passes to the semi on Sunday, you could probably lay them together. I'm not sure why his bike slowed up. He missed a tree, bike slowed up. It was a trifecta of things. But if I had to tell you, Gage made consistent laps, right? But they were chasing, trying to go faster Andrew, I could see him just looking at it like, what do you want? It's very interesting. It was very cool to watch them work. Prost, I don't know how Sunday is, but like on Friday and Saturday, all these teams are pretty chill. They pull their clutch out right off the rip. Just little things. Like they're just doing little things. They're not going crazy unless something bad happens. But I learned a lot. I watched just how relaxed they are. I think before I left on Saturday, Eddie was playing a game on his phone before they went up there. He was just chilling,
Don't be
having a
telling
good old
secrets
time.
on Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just you're buying time. You're ready.
Yeah.
Everything's done. I watched. Matt was, man, he was dead focused. Like I never seen him out talking or cutting up or making conversation. He was.
Well, look, he has a lot going on. I mean, they've got
Yeah.
let's see, 1, 2, 4 bikes really under their tent. Was he helping? Was he helping with Ron too? I think at Charlotte he was helping with Ron.
I
I
don't know.
think.
Gianna was parked right beside him. Right.
Right. I
So
mean, so minimum 4,
yeah.
but even at Charlotte, I want to say he was helping somebody else at Charlotte. Charlotte basically was like 4 bikes plus another one. So
Yeah. So he was you could just see the focus. One time I was over there and they had like this air conditioner cooler to cool the bikes off. And me and Boo and a few of us were just standing by talking. And he was like, I got to get this to cool his fan off. And he said, Hey, Dustin, how are you? I said, just watching you work because he is wide open, And we talked for just a second there. And, me and Angie talked a few times and he's very busy. But every one of them was trying to go faster. Like I watched Vance and Hines do several things, and they didn't come out and tell me, but I was watching them, and then I asked later, and it was what I thought. They're just working. They're trying to make the bike go faster every round, and it's very cool. Some teams are secretive, like they don't want you to see things, and other ones don't really give a shit. I've hung out with Ryan a little bit, and me and you. I've always loved Ryan. He's super positive, and he told me, he said, I don't want a friend to come up to me and tell me, man, I wish you'd be doing better. I'm sorry. He goes, I want a friend to come up and talk shit about how I'm doing. I'm like, well, you found the right guy.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we said it before, especially about Ryan. Like look, it goes without saying, all these racers are hard workers. Like they're not doing this, and it's not easy no matter who you are.
Yeah, just because you don't seen Ryan on a dyno video on Facebook don't mean he's still not doing it. He just learned that he's wasting time putting the video on Facebook. Like he's still working. Like we talked about all this. He used to use a chassis dyno. How many of you guys have seen Ryan's Facebook where he's had the pro stock bike on a chassis dyno? Well, now he's showed me pictures of he's got an engine dyno, right? And that's cool. Like he's been grinding and trying to find horsepower. Actually, speaking of it, he said he might skip a few races to work on his program versus just going and not really finding anything because they need to step back and test. And so if he's not at the next race, there's no conspiracy of the faster bikes are running off the slower bikes. It's just he is okay. Let me miss these couple or whatever I have to miss to come back and be a player. So that's, you got to respect that. Like if you got to step away from the glamorous part of the deal to make sure you can still turn on win lights. That's very cool.
For sure. Let's take a break real quick and catch up on some comments. Otherwise, we're gonna be swamped. Pam. Hi, Pam. She's excited. Pam and Dawn, big supporters of the show. Let's see. Les said the turbo's crazy. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I can't wait to go racing it. I bet that thing is a fun little ride, man. For sure, it looks good.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Or let's see. Mr. White Privilege. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Hope to see you in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Josh said, knees to chest, soldier, knees to chest. Talking to Dustin. He's giving you pointers
man.
so you don't need Heelys.
I think I wore Tamara out. Like for a fat guy, I can do things. I just don't like it. I'd rather have my Zuma to get to the pits,
Yeah. Our buddy Tom Grooms, he's digging the Wednesday night. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier on, I had to go to Virginia Beach yesterday, look at a job. So I was gone all day. And Dustin will tell you, when I called him, we were going to do it last night. I was like, man, I'm whipped. And then also, we kind of realized unintentionally, of course, we're kind of sometimes running with Hollywood doing his live stuff on Tuesday nights. I mean, we've just always kind of done ours on Monday or Tuesday. And a lot of times we record them, so it's not an issue. But when we do lives on Tuesday, we're running to that, and even Max doing stuff usually. So figured we'd try it on Wednesday.
Everybody took our darn day. That's what I'm saying.
We were here first, by the way.
Yeah, we was here first. We're the OGs of this podcasting.
For sure. Les said this is much better talk about pro stock bike, positive talk. Yeah, man, that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, and Les did confirm that Matt was helping Ron and Charlotte. Yeah, that's all we're trying to do. I mean, look, if there's some people that are trying to run pro stock and they're concerned about performance, then this is just my opinion. Then I don't think they really want to run it because, I don't think anybody's going to come out the box and just all of a sudden start running with the top teams.
Unless you get the checkbook out and you hire one of those teams to get you out there. That's the only way you're going to do it.
But I mean,
if you can ride.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like maybe, Corey and Joey are a good example. I mean, they went hard at it for the last 4 or 5 years, and it took them about 2 years to really find a groove. And then, there was that year kind of when they got all their ducks in a row where, Joey was a contender for the title too. But I mean, it's not easy. So,
and they're stepping back because they got some stuff going on. It ain't got nothing to do with like the lack of being able to compete. It's just they got some stuff going on, and they're just stepping back. I've talked about that this weekend with some people, and I'm not going into the details, but they just got things going on, and it just let's step back, regroup, and come back later.
I mean, like I said, it's just my opinion. I just can't see somebody trying to put a program together and be like, well, I can't run. Like, look, sorry, but no shit. Like, it's gonna be hard to run with anybody right out the box. But
if I built a pro stock bike and threw Ben on it, we're gonna get our teeth kicked in. Like, absolutely.
Why would you throw me on it?
Well, I mean, you're just the right weight, I guess you'd say, kindly.
I have dropped weight.
You could be
unintentionally.
Even better. Anybody I know that can, if I told Ben, hey, I'll give you this much money to be 160 when we come to this race, he'd fucking do it somehow.
100%.
Yeah.
Somebody needs a goober to ride one. I mean, I'm dumb enough to probably throw the clutch and I can drop weight. But yeah. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, maybe there are some people that are like, the class is wrong. I don't know. Maybe so. Speak up if somebody's out there. But I just feel like, people are just like we've talked about it before. We know plenty of people. Joey Brangard, Destiny Spurlock. I mean, there's quite a few people that are working on putting programs together, and other people beyond those two. So I don't know. We could be wrong. Let us know if you know something we don't.
They're coming. It's just, man, like right now, it's just, everybody's busy. The teams or people you buy motors from or have build motors are thrashing to keep the ones that's actually out there ready to go competing, so everybody's just busy.
Yeah.
Just busy.
Oh man, I missed Mr. Rick Lindner was listening all the way from South Dakota. Rick, we miss you too, man.
Yeah, man, I miss you, Rick.
We appreciate it.
I was thinking about Rick the other day.
Man, that's another one. Always smiling no matter what.
Yeah. He would the track made a shirt to sell at the track sells, the shirts they sell, and he used the image of me, which was kind of like different colors. But I had that shirt or seen that shirt, and I thought of Rick. I'm like, I remember when Rick come up to me and goes, Did you notice that artwork on that shirt? And I'm like, no. And then you guys didn't believe me. I said, I'm telling you, Rick told me that was me. Just because it was orange and swirled and blue doesn't mean it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Catching up real quick on these. We got a few more left. The ET gangster. We need to take a special moment to recognize this man.
Man, this dude is on keel right now. He has been to a final like every weekend since XDA, right?
So I was supposed to go up to the car race, the No Box 660 shootout at Maple Grove last weekend. 3rd year doing it. The guys, the J Brothers promotion teams, by the way, bike racers, they welcome us with open arms. They're great. I went the first year, ran flawless. I think a lot of us actually missed last year, even Jeff. Had plans to go, and man, I just couldn't with everything going on, and I even took half a day trying to get everything figured out. So, I was trying like hell. I was legit depressed. I couldn't go straight up. Was texting with Jeff and Jimmy pretty much all weekend. But look,
screwing up shit in your garage while you're working.
Man, let's not get on that. We'll be talking about that shit. Come on now. But man, Jeff, he's been on a tear all year, and he was laying it down on these cars, y'all. If y'all weren't paying attention, Mr. Santine Friday night went to the final of the $5,000 car race, was laying down packages, 10 total, 13 total. Got runner up there, comes back Saturday, $10,000 race, makes it it was 6th round. Just made an exit there. Then he packed up, went to what was it, Beaver Springs Dragway, something like that.
Yeah, he didn't get that dub, so we had to go find one. Shoot.
Well, that was pre-planned, by the way. That was pre-planned. Man, packs up, drives to a different racetrack, and wins the next day. So yeah, shout out.
Me and
to
you
Jeff.
used to have that kind of energy for racing. We do not no more. We're too busy.
But look, and also just so everybody knows, I mean, like we love good competitors and good friends at the racetrack. So we definitely wanted to shout out Jeff. That's the man's doing work this year, y'all. He's putting in that work.
Has he never not done work though? Like, I mean, I feel
like he's putting in some mad work right now.
Yeah. I mean, last year he win a runner up at one at Rockingham or something. And
yeah, he won that one.
Racing with the cars. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Jeff's undercover.
This ain't new. Everybody's just noticing it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and as Jeff pointed out, the No Box 660 shootout, the J Brothers Promotions, every year they've had a last bike standing award, and that's just whichever bike makes it the farthest each day gets cash money. This year it was $250 for Friday and Sunday, and $500 on Saturday. So it was $1,000 to the bikes. Might even have some things in the works with them in the future. So yeah, check that out. Let's see. Les said, yeah, you can't expect changes when you keep doing the same thing. That's why a dyno testing's needed. Mr. Chris Kirshner, what's up, buddy? He said, damn, it's dragging until next XD. I know, right?
And it does feel weird. It feels like it's
rained
been
out
forever.
Throws a loop for sure. Yeah. Artem, what's up? Tom Green.
I haven't raced in 3 weeks, guys. That's a long time for me.
Let's see.
Been getting
drinking. Let's say I'm drinking corn squeezins. Yeah, where's Brett at? He said last time he asked why I had a milk jug. I just drink a shit ton of water these days, y'all. So I mean, a gallon's efficient. Matt said, "What's up? Hey, buddy." Matt's another one up in the Northeast. He's been laying it down, doing work up there, Lebanon Valley. Fucking Kyle, what's up, buddy?
He's heading down my way to get his transmission fixed. His boo-boos that I told him that was wrong with it. He wouldn't listen for a week. Wasted a whole ass week because you wouldn't listen to me. Man, actually about 2 weeks, ain't it? I don't know.
Hard-headed.
Yeah. Just want another pass, man. Got to get another
pass. We caught up on some comments. Anything else y'all want to know or want us to talk about, let us know. Let's get back to the action over the weekend. So, yeah, I mean, Matt set the track record, ET mile per hour, and won the Mission? Was it Mission?
He won he raced Angie in the final of the Too Fast, Too Tasty challenge on Saturday. And that was my exit. That's when I left the building. And Sunday I had plans on like just doing it from home. That way everybody could see the lives and all that stuff that we do. I always do if I'm home. And I wanted to be there though. Man, I was like, man, like I could do this and that, but whatever, it's just, I traveled to Bristol twice. That's, an hour each way twice. So that's 4 hours of driving for y'all. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Anyway, it was seemingly different, right? Sunday was at first it wasn't that different. So Ben put a little poll up about who was going to win. And Ben was actually watching NHRA's new gambling thing a little. And if I was a betting man while I was there and the things that I saw, I wouldn't have personally bet on Gage to win personally. And he's my buddy. But by the numbers and what I knew and seeing them try to go faster and wasn't going faster, I thought, man, if Matt can keep a grip on his ETs and not lose them, he's going to win, right? And
drop us a comment, by the way, if y'all were keeping up with you can bet on NHRA now. So drop us a comment if you were keeping up with that, or if you placed a bet, let us know. Sorry,
me and Ben had talked between. I think it was before it even started. Right that morning, I just got up from editing that video all night, and
I called Dustin excited.
Chase and Richard and Gage and Matt would be, in my mind, the picks. Right after seeing qualifying, that's what the picks would be if I was going to pick a winner. And I feel like Matt would be the highest bet on because he was number one qualifier by a lot. It wasn't like he was number one qualifier by 01. It was 600 or 700s or 800s, whatever it was. But it's racing, right? Racing is, they always say if something happens, that's racing because you just don't know what can happen. Now, the semis wasn't too far from what I could have pictured. Richard and Gage and Matt being in the semis was what I thought was going to happen. Gianna, I honestly thought Chase was going to beat her, and he would have if he didn't red light. But that's racing, right? That's what we do. That's you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So we had a final four of Matt, Gianna, Richard, Gage, and it could have been an all MSR final or all Vance and Hines final. And Richard missed a tree. Gianna got it done. Hugest race of the weekend, in my opinion, was Matt and Gage. If you looked at the qualifying and the prior runs, you've seen, and I was actually calling their runs, and I think Nick Noble was in there too. I knew that Vance and Hines would go a little faster each run because the mad scientist is in there on the laptop trying to squeeze the lemon, right? He's trying to get every ounce of juice out of that thing he can. And he did. But I thought Matt would do the same. I mean, Matt went at 80 the round before. I thought, man, he's going to go a 79 or a 78. And he didn't. They both went, 82s, I think. And
yeah. They went.
It was a whole shot win for Gage.
It was a whole shot win.
Yeah.
It was
by like 1 or 2 foul.
Yeah. It was 024 to 043. So essentially, Gage had 200s there, and they ran thousandths difference. Matt went 82 with a 4, and Gage went.
So the margin was 019 or 018.
Yeah, it's 018.
Yeah,
018.
Yeah, so that's ain't that what we want to see? I mean, as spectators, that's what you want to see. You want to see these two go down through there. It could have been a different race by a few things. Gage being a little later on the tree, Matt being a little better on the tree, Matt going a little faster, Gage going a little slower. A lot of things could have happened, but it's racing. We don't know what's going to happen. They're just over there running their lane. I did.
Well, I like that pre-race interview that you captured with Gage too, because he talked quite a bit about it. He said that, ultimately he's a competitor, but he knows and he wants to see competitive racing. And if the rule changes, if that's what it took and that's what it does, I mean, like, he was all about it and he got it. I talked to him I think 2 nights ago or something, and he was like, man, after that semifinals, I didn't care what happened. He's like, that was such a big race, coming from behind, qualifying all weekend, getting our asses kicked. He's like, and that just, he's like, of course I wanted to still win and if I could get the record, cool. But he's like, dude, he's like, whatever happened after that. And he gave mad props to Gianna too, which, we have to shout Gianna out because we've said it before. That girl is
stuck it in the final,
ass off. She is working.
She wants
her
it.
Butt off.
She wants it. She's so hungry and wants it so bad. And those racers, the ones that's hungry that want it, are dangerous. Like, they will send you packing. So as a friend of Gage's, he was, a little bummed out of how their, the bike was performing, but they was just doing all they could do with the rules and the weather and the elevations. It was just all it had. And I told him, I said, look, man, as a friend, it's way cooler to win it from the bottom than it is just to win it from the top. Like, if you're qualifying fast, you're expected to win, right? Just like we were saying that if you were a betting man, you would have bet on Matt because he qualified faster.
You would have bet on Matt because odds were good.
Right. Well, I mean, not just that, just the fact that if you looked at the data, the numbers, the incrementals of what they're running, that's where you would have bet. The history would make you want to bet on Gage. But in this current race with the rule changes and everything that's going on, I felt like if Matt kept a grip on his tune-up, he was going to win the race. And I think he just lost it, or maybe that one pass was just a perfect run.
Let me ask you this. You were there Friday and Saturday, but did the weather swing or something Sunday?
No, I mean, it did. It did, but it didn't. So, like, we caught the weather was
curious about that, like if the weather changed, for in favor or whatnot.
No, I mean, the weather was coming from where I live that way. And when they were racing, it was still basically the same situation. in my
Gotcha.
opinion. Now the DA could have changed. I didn't look at that stuff, but like the way the weather was, it was the temperature and the humidity and all that stuff. It was still, nice and warm. Now when it rained, it cooled off big time, but that was after the fact. But he realistically, it's way cooler to win from being, I guess you could say, kind of the underdog, in this situation. And when the rider gets in the saddle and steps up to the plate and takes a swing at it and gets it done, it's way more gratifying, So that was cool. I mean, he got that semi, and then we got down to the final, and it was, Gage and Gianna. And I was telling Tamara, we're waiting on the next, the finals to come up on the NHRA TV. I'm like, so I'm a bracket racer, and I've experienced those days where you have the luck and it's your day. And I've experienced those days where you're just great all day and you win. And I've had days where I'm great all day and the guy that's lucky day gets me, And I was like, and it could be Gianna's day. Like she had, Van Sant go red on her, and then Richard missed a tree. Now she's meanwhile, doing her job, going A to B and cutting, doing her thing, riding the motorcycle. And Matt's doing his thing, tuning it. I was like, there's one or two things going to happen, in my opinion. Was it's her day and something weird's going to happen, or they're going to make it just happen, or she may make a mistake. And she did miss the tree, and Gage actually had his worst slide of the day and got it done. Gage, pretty good margin. I can't remember the ETs. What was the ETs? You got them pulled up?
Yeah, it was a 686 to a 681.8. So I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah. No,
it wasn't terrible.
It was just all reaction time. Yeah, the reaction time was what made it look so.
Well, here's the thing too, and I don't know if we know. I mean, like when Matt and Angie were on a couple weeks back, I mean, they flat out said like,
they're feeding their horsepower.
They didn't have everything in. That was after Charlotte, so I don't know. Then there was Chicago, right? Yeah, they were at Chicago. Yeah, and then now, so it's 2 races farther, so there might still be more performance left there, and Matt's still kind of feeding it in.
She got a competition by, what was that? No, she made a pass Saturday, and it was during qualifying, and that thing like bogged real bad, and then up top when she plugged high gear, it just kind of like it just laid over. I don't know, maybe if she double shifted or what, but there was one pass that I remember. Even Boo was up there with him because he's pit crew, and he was like, that can't be right. And I'm like, oh, it bogged really bad. So I figured that hurt it.
It was Q4.
Yeah, it went like a 730 something or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that like up top, like when it left, I heard it bog. And then up top, it was like, brrr, like it just wasn't accelerating like they do. And I'm like, man, something happened, And, yeah, James is on there. His comment said Matt 60 went from a 104 Friday and Saturday to 105, 106. You're probably right. So that 2 there is probably 4 or 5 out the back, and that's about where he was. That's it. Every bit of it. So
shout out to Mott. I see Mott. Mr. Tom is in here. Shout out to Mott.
Yeah.
Worldwide Bearing Crew.
Yeah. But it was interesting, different, exciting.
I was gonna say exciting weekend. It was cool to stay up to date with everything. And I had Dustin. Well, I was trying to catch when he was going live on Sunday, but I was like, text me results and all. Let me know. Yeah, I was out doing stuff, trying to catch
Ben was busy and Ben was gambling, and didn't work out too well for him.
I wasn't doing none of that now. I was telling you that morning we should.
Yeah. But anyway, it was. I wish I could go to more of them, just because mine and Ben's main goal, if we're even covering NHRA for anything we're doing, or any kind of realistically any motorcycle drag race, and it's just trying to make it, be as cool as it actually is. Like we're just trying to shine the light on everybody that shows up. A lot of people. One thing I want to mention is Ron Torno is the rat, the costumed up rat. Like I can't not help but watch her dancing with. Usually there was a girl with her every time, and you couldn't help but not smile and laugh. Like it was just so cool. Like the energy was. Every time he come up, they were up there right behind him, doing their thing, and that's the way it should be, right? That's pretty cool. And Everybody was happy. Everybody was smiling. There wasn't no grouchiness. I mean, the image was great. Like, I can't even explain how positive it was. Even the ones that were struggling was still smiling. So, Chase had his little gremlin, and I went up to him the next qualifier and was like, "Hey, man, was it a sensor or something?" He was like, "No, it was just electrical problem. It was easy fix." Right back to a smile. Like, everybody was positive and really good energy. It was kind of cool for me because I was only there for Pro Stock Motorcycles. So on Saturday, you catch those 2 rounds and then you can bounce. You didn't have to be there all day. You could show up later just before it started, catch it, and then done. Of course, we come home and mowed because we still have things to do around here. But we made it all happen. It was cool. That was awesome. We get any more comments? Or is nobody commenting?
I guess everybody's done. They didn't want to talk with us tonight. That's okay.
We got to give away some stuff too, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Sonny Vic, SDBA, he had told us earlier in the year, he's giving away some entries this year. So we're going to do to our subscriber list. We're going to roll the wheel for that. And hopefully it's, somebody that goes to SDBA because Sonny's offering up $100 credit to your entries for next weekend. And then what else are we going to give away tonight?
We got lots of stuff to give away. We could probably do. He done a DME in a minute.
Yep, we're on the same page, brother. I was going to say, let me pull up and see what kind of great DME stuff we have left to give. Let's see. We have a set of Hayabusa rear sets. We have a set of ZX14 rear sets. And we still have 2 Busa oil pans. We have a 1.5 and a 1 inch. What you
First
thinking?
person to comment which one.
Yeah.
The first comment.
There you
that's
go.
One we're going to give away. So it's going to be
rear
ZX14 Busa rear sets. What was the other stuff?
We got 2 different Hayabusa pans, a 1 inch, 1.5, and we got a set of rear sets for a 14 and a Busa. First comment. That's what we're doing.
First comment that
Paul on it
said 14. There we go.
All right, here we go. Joe
Deck was second.
You got 3 racing. Yeah,
we got them active now, didn't we? They on there doing something now. That's all it took.
Fingers are flying on the keyboard. All right, we're gonna give away the ZX14 rear sets. All right, let's see if I can not screw this up. Oh, Lindell, man, you've been good on the reaction time, but you wasn't there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Talk to Lindell. Send him some stuff. Was that yesterday? Man, this week's been nuts. Something like that.
Is my screen shared?
It's working on it. There it is.
Okay. Shall we do a shuffle? Now that we can shuffle?
Well, you're going to do 2. So do 1 and then we'll shuffle and do the next one.
Okay. All right. So this is for SDBA entry, right? Yep. All right. Here we go.
See what happens on this.
By the way, if you don't race SDBA or if you're not going, there's no exchanges. Sorry.
No, you might be able to phone a friend or something that's going or whatever. Depends on what class it is. I might be able to hook you up on some of it or something. Help me out. Help old hillbilly out.
I don't know if we can do any transfers or nothing. That wasn't discussed prior. We're just hopefully it's somebody that's going.
If not,
it is what it is. We're going to spin it again for some ZX14 rear sets, some DME goodness.
Good ones. This one's my favorite.
All right, it's hard to see this. Damn, it was getting close to Mr. Paul, who called it. Let's see here.
Eric Yost. He's got 14s. Be a perfect person for it. Bro. Ain't going to make it to him.
I don't know. It might. It's going pretty slow.
Bro. Nope.
Would you say Langdon? Yeah, Langdon?
Yeah, Langdon for sure.
Congratulations, Langdon.
Chiefs.
Do you know, does he race SDBA?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll reach out. We'll reach out. All right. So we're going to do a shuffle. Once or twice?
That wasn't even for the rear sets. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking of Eric having the rear 14.
Right, we're doing it 3 for Dale. There you go.
Yeah.
Here, this is for
I always do it for Dale.
This is for the rear sets. Yeah, you have
old NHRA clip.
That out. SDBA, that's what it was for.
Did anybody here listen know? And I might have missed this when I was younger, but 1 year after Dale Earnhardt passed away at Daytona, Dale Jr. was driving a Oreo number 3 car and won at Daytona. I did not know that. until I seen a video of it the other day.
Yeah, I did. I knew that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
All right, who's
Good Lord works in mysterious ways.
Oh yeah, who's going to win these?
This is the 14 ones, right? So it's going to be up there around Tom Grooms' territory. Well, it ain't going to make it to Tom. It's going to be before Tom. Brandon Jones?
It might make it to Tom. No.
It's going to be Brandon Jones. Oh,
Brandon.
Brandon Jones. We know Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody over there his way that can use those if he ain't got a 14.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations.
Working on that subscription money back. Y'all need to tell your friends to sub up.
How do I get out of this now? I forget.
What do you mean?
How do I stop sharing the screen?
Bro, I don't know. You do. What? I hate when it does that.
I know. I forgot. I totally forgot for real. Oh, there we go. It was hiding from me. Oh, are we back? All right.
I'm like, why are you asking me? I never shared a screen. I can barely edit videos over here.
All right. Let me put this in here. Go ahead. Let's see. Anybody got anything else y'all want to talk about? If not, y'all are making it easy.
I don't know why, but Richard Diggs said some people have work to do.
He's probably talking about how we were saying they were slow for the reaction. That's what he was talking about.
Man, it's 8 o'clock at night.
All right, Langdon.
What you doing?
$100. Oh, SDBA entry.
Let's see here. Kyle said he was definitely definitely hard-headed. Yes,
we know that.
We know this.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck Kyle.
All right, Brandon. Let me find Brandon. Yeah, Richard's working, man. He's making them dollars.
Yeah. Well,
there we go.
I don't know.
Let's see. Congratulations to tonight's winners.
Yeah. Give some stuff away. Covered Pro Stop Bikes pretty quick.
That's all right. We got stuff to do. Who's ready for who's going to SDBA next weekend and who's going to XDA in 2 weeks?
Me.
No and yes. That's for me. Let's see here. Paul said, Dustin, was there anything that surprised you when you were walking the pits, like something you didn't expect to see?
No, but I will tell you one thing that happens in the pits that is, if any of you all have seen the movie The Replacements and the scene where he gets in the Jeep with the cheerleader chick and she's driving the Jeep all crazy, that's what it's like riding in a golf cart through the pits with Gage at NHRA. Just want to say.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds awesome.
Oh my God. I thought we were going to run over everybody. He just kept saying, they'll move. I'm like, bro, we're going to hit somebody.
Oh man.
It was a good time, man. He's so laid back and like, here he is, just not worried. I'm like, oh God. And the golf cart don't have a roof, so I have nothing to hold on to. I feel like I was going to die. But nothing really in the pits. I mean, people walking in front of people on scooters does not surprise me, but that happens a lot there. I'm trying to think.
Keep going.
John Forrest rides a scooter a lot. He's always on the scooter, and I think his face is a permanent smile. I don't think his teeth will allow him to shut his mouth. He's always smiling. Let's see. What else did I see? I seen a lot of people that I know that didn't even see me, and because it's local, right? And it was just an hour from the house for me. What else did I notice? There's security, Paul Blarts everywhere. Like the Rent-A-Cop mall cops is hilarious to me. Like they really take their, I think of Cartman off of South Park, my authority. They think they're just NHRA, but not really them, just the security for the tracks. They're hilarious. They make me laugh.
Yeah.
But a lot of people having a good time. Whole lot.
Let's see here. Big Deck. He pointed out something that we unintentionally neglected. Can't forget our NHRA family. So our apologies.
He's just being a good friend.
Yeah, our apologies. We did Brian, NHRA, Nikki. They had a race last weekend at Edgewater. It seemed like it went off
no
really
idea
well.
who won what.
I'm trying to find these, but
Big Red won Pro ET, I think.
So I'm gonna try and go through these the best we can, but we do want to shout out those racers. And man, if y'all are up in the area, NHRA, they're great events. Us and I are just not close anymore like we used to.
I want to say they had like near 50 bikes in Crazy.
It was good turnout. Lot. So I know, like you said, Big Red, Mr. David Bashara, he won Pro ET. one day at least. Then we had Kevin Dennis Insurance Street ET. Dustin's best friend Jeremy England won that.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then his buddy Steve Clark actually runnered up. So
go cool Steve on the Shadow Shaker.
Oh, and the Pro ET runner up was none other than JT, Mr. Teasley. Let's see. Here's some other results. Brian has a post. Let's see. We got Saturday shootout winners runner up. So we had the true hand clutch shootout. Winner was Quentin Collier. Runner up Steve Adams. We had the 200-pound shootout. It says the winner was James Teasley. I'm pretty sure that's Crow. Beating Brandon. So all Teasley final there. 250-pound
Papa had to put a spanking on him one more time,
250-pound shootout. Mr. Welch himself. Brian put it on Mr. Bashara there. In the stock seat position.
Were they lucky?
This is fucking wild. It says Joe Morosco won the stock seat position shootout. I don't know that I've ever seen Joe actually riding a bike.
Oh, he rides. Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't doubt that he did.
He races that awesome. Like I've seen him racing that 50+ class.
Okay, well, Joe, you're about to get to that seat, and runner-up was Anthony Mirando. Stock ECU shootout was Justin Hodge. Runner-up was Horatio Williams. Just let's see what other results we got. I think
was it Marty White that won the?
I did see that Marty White won the 50+ shootout.
I think something
Friday
else.
Night.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just I love Brian, but the results on his page are kind of hard to see. Let's see. I see. Let's see. So, Jeremy won the Dirty 30. And then the runner-up was Mr. Jonah Allen, and he qualified number 1.
SDBA racer.
Yep. And then
that's Carlton Performance.
Top Gas, we had Jeremy Himes won that. Runner-up was Kevin Hagg. Quick Comp, winner and number 1 qualifier, your buddy, our friend, Mr. Greg Mallett. David Bashara runnered up on that. Big Dave had a big weekend. That's for damn sure.
Hey, man, he got the good juju with that toy hauler. I always told him that thing's got superpowers.
Another day Pro ET winner was none other than Mr. Rowe.
Holy crap. Yep. The Wizard's in here.
Rashad Rowe won.
The Wizard, Dustin Zer.
And then looks like, what the heck we got going on? Let's see. Evan Yost was runner-up in Street ET, I think. It's hard to see all this stuff. I don't know. They had a big family photo there. Oh, yeah. Street ET winner on the other day was Marty White, and then the runner-up was Evan Yost. That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
Tell us that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sweet. Congrats, guys. What else? I don't know. If we missed something, our apologies. I have to get on Brian, do a little better, do a little more concise recap. But thanks, Joe, for that. Yeah. See what else. Brett said about the scooter is John's daily driver. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, he's always on a scooter, man. It's nuts.
Kane Duff. I'm not sure who that is. SDBA bound Pam's after that scholarship. So that must be Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Dawn, what's up? Hey, she's off to a good start. Yeah, I forgot about that. We Dustin and I with the University of Wynn, we sponsored the Proving Grounds, the actual beginners class SDBA, and not only did we sponsor it, but we're giving away a subscription, a yearly subscription, I think, right? I done said it now, so I guess we are. But we were giving one away anyways to the winner or the season champ. So that's going to be cool. Yep. I see what you said, the Wizard. What's up, Dustin? Look, man, I'm making up for that's the wrong chest. Right here. Loud and clear. The Wizard, Shock Wizard. I know. Where have you been, man? I bet Dustin's been working his ass off.
He's been building shocks for me. Yeah. He's been putting orders out. Actually, keep your phone near you on Friday night, sir.
Uh-oh. You don't want to be dealing with your ass on Friday night.
Hey, he's got a date Friday night, and it's for the Fat Hillbilly.
Look, Brett said that him and Brad, they went when that XDA got canceled to the NHRA race at 41.
He did.
So it's just like the old days. It had absolute
I told him to go by and call Gravy and Marquise every time he's seen him.
Joe's unofficial spokesperson helper. He said shout out to Rylan Rowe and Ashley Chase on the baby row.
Oh.
I guess
having
that
a
was
baby.
today. Okay.
It's
Congrats.
at 12/24. Is it come today or is it due December 24th? I don't know.
It's one of the two.
You never saw him, Brett? Unbelievable.
Dustin said he's working like a maniac and his phone's broken. You probably broke it on purpose.
Better fix it.
Didn't want to deal with it. See that, Dustin? Yeah. Oh, he was joking. Never mind. That flew right over my head. Oh, Joe said that their baby's due on the. Okay, congrats. Baby due in December. Another racer added to the family.
I got that. I got it.
Excuse me. What else y'all got? We're getting ready to jump on a University of Win school call.
Well, you are. I'm going to eat.
Yeah, well, Dustin's going to eat.
I eat all day. I gotta have something. This diet's pretty much starving myself.
And obviously, the last couple of weeks have been chaotic as Tiffany and I figure out this family of four thing. Shout out to my wife who's doing all the heavy lifting. She's
counting the dogs. It's like a family of 8 or 6.
Yeah,
7.
Yeah, and our one dog, he's not doing good. So
yeah.
But yeah, so sorry for a little bit of chaos the last couple of weeks, but we're getting close to a rhythm. Hell, y'all might even see us our pretty faces next week. But if not, we'll be back in 2 weeks with some XDA pre-race stuff and some,
like a perfect timing for that.
Some SDBA recap from Dustin for sure, and I should be at a VMP for NHRA. It could be that'd be
you're going?
Yeah, man, going.
I need you to get Vidya.
Going.
Putting your ass to work.
We might. Let's see. There's not much going on this week. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. We might not hit next week, but dude, if the week of XDA, that's going to be a hellacious one. All that.
If for some reason STBA has bad weather and they don't have a race, you will see me at Virginia with Ben.
Oh gosh. 8 up with it. Dustin's 8 up, y'all.
I have this thing. It's like I got all this stuff in my head and I got to get it out. I need stuff to do it. So
there you go. All right, y'all. We're going to sign off here. Dustin's going to go eat dinner and get some stuff done. I'm jumping on our school call. Like I said, if you're trying to work on your program, give us a chance. I promise you won't regret it. There's not a single person that's joined that's regretted. Basically, everybody's just improving their racing game, their program. We
damn near go rounds and win. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, they're doing better than me.
They're definitely doing better than me.
Yeah, we're training some killers, man. But we do appreciate y'all, everybody that subscribed and following and whatever. Sharing stuff. Amazing people that shared the video and stuff I made. That was cool.
Yeah, Dustin hit on a good point. Thank you to everyone that shares the Red Hill Racing posts and stuff. That's great. It just helps. It helps everybody. It helps.
We're gaining followers and stuff, which is not really like, it's the more people that know, the more stuff we can share and people see, right? So,
and it also highlights, the people around us, our sponsors and supporters.
Yeah, exactly.
So we appreciate that.
It's good for everything. The sport.
I did think of one thing though, by the way. We said it before, make sure you're subscribed to Kaylee's Racing the Lens YouTube channel. So I know we generally upload those videos to our channel as well, and we will at some point. I am having a hellacious time. I've spent collectively probably 20 hours, can't get any videos. So me and Kaylee are going to work that out. We just got some issues with the uploads and all. We're going to have to save them probably a little bit lower quality. But she has most of the videos up on that page from the first XDA, and we'll work on getting them on ours as well.
Anytime she goes to racetrack, she should be using that camera for her benefit. I'm just saying, like any kind of. There was a couple times I'm like, man, I wish I had that, dude. I'll do some stuff
for sure. So, all right, shout out to our listeners, supporters, y'all. We love y'all. Does this do this? Maybe it's Zoom. Zoom does that.
No, it's this, I think, don't it?
No, Zoom does it. It doesn't do it.
We
love y'all. We appreciate the subscribers, the supporters, the listeners. We appreciate you. Shout out to our sponsors, University of Win, BMF Motorsports, Max ECU, Montgomery Motorsports, MPS Racing, Penske Racing Shocks, Hard Times Parts and Service, DME Racing, building that new shop for more new parts. Schnitz Racing, Brock's Performance, MTC Engineering, BST Wheels, Monster Race Products, Platinum General Services, Worldwide Bearings, Larry Spider-Man McBride, Jimmy Brantley the Hulk, Sonny Vic SDBA giving out some free entries. So yeah. Jess said, did she manage to salvage the last XDA Top Sportsman video? Jeff,
The only one that we
you
got
two
is the
are
clip I
salty
sent
about
you,
that.
buddy.
I know. Look,
I sent you the video. That's the only one we got.
She tries hard. Look, sometimes this shit just jacks up. Like I said, I got a USB drive she mailed to me, and like I left my computer on all day one day at work, 9 hours. I even left my office to come back, not to interrupt it. Come back after 9 hours, and that it was at like 89%. When I come back, it's like failed to upload and process. I don't know. It's been a headache. So whatever Dustin sent you is all that's there. Sorry, Jeff.
You got the final of you kicking my butt. That's all you get.
Brett,
You could be me. The only video I got to see is me losing.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.
Yep. See y'all later.